Now the screen's recording. Yeah.
Okay.
So we said just send them that once it's done.
All right. How about these type of fractions? How would one do a question such as this? Question I, the one with negatives. H minus 2h on 5 is equivalent to 4. Any ideas? No one?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not too sure? Well, the idea behind this solid question is that you're meant to make a common denominator. So you would multiply this 5 by, so you multiply this h by the 5 and you multiply the bottom by the 5. And you do the same thing with this 2h, you multiply that 2h with the 2 and then this 5 with the 2. So you kind of do this crisscross pattern. Has Sam taught you that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you end up, because the whole idea with this strategy is to create a denominator that's common between two fractions. That's how you add and subtract fractions from like primary school, right? Mm-hmm. So what you do, you get 5h minus 4h, that's all over 10. That is equivalent to 4. And then with this 10, you can just bring it across because you can finally get rid of that. 5h minus 4h gives you just h, and then you just get incidence 40. That's it. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's practice one model. Let's try K because consistency is key here. Let's see. Let's try K. K is a little bit different because we've got this term, a constant term here that we can't really get rid of. Oh, that's a fraction. My apologies. P on 2 plus 4. How would you solve that?
Will we move the other fraction over?
Yeah, let's do that. So let me just bring this down. So you move the other fraction. I presume you mean p over 2. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. 3p on 2 minus p on 2 is equal to 4, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the bottom denominators, this one's a 10, this one's a 2. You don't have to multiply this entire fraction by 10. You can multiply something that's common in 2 and 10. Lowest common multiples, obviously, you need 5 for the numerator and the denominator to give you 10 for the top and bottom. So you could multiply by 5 for the top and multiply 5 for the bottom.
Okay.
Are you guys happy with me choosing multiplication by 5 for the top and bottom?
Yeah.
Do you understand why I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's much more easier than rather having 20. It's a larger number. We shall continue. We have 3p minus 5p, that is over 10 now. It's over 4. You bring the 10 up, which becomes 40. Negative 2p, and then p is just equals to negative 20. That's it. And if this is an exam, you could just chuck p back into the question and see if it verifies. It's the easiest way to do it, whether you've done it right or wrong. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to move on. Yes. What if you have the letters on the bottom? As an example. Like 11 plus, oh, sorry, not 11. 11 equals 3m all over 4 plus n. How would we do this? Any suggestions?
We multiply get the m on the other side.
Yeah, well, this entire bottom denominator, right? So you get 11 bracket 4 plus m is equal to 3m, right? And then you just do FOIL, expand inwards, you get 44 plus 44m. Oh no, not 44, sorry, my apologies. 11m is equal to 3m. And then from here, it's really up to do what you want to do, but what I like to do, I like to keep my polynomials positive. So I'll bring the 3m this way, and I'll take the 44 onto the other side. 11m minus 3m is 8m, and then you get negative 44, and then you just get m is equal to negative 44 on 8, and that's your final answer. You can simplify that, but I'm happy with this answer. Is there anything at all during this calculation that was confusing?
No.
No? Happy with that?
Yeah.
How about you do question C by yourself? This question here, question C.
I got 2.
You got 2.
Yeah.
Interesting. I got 3.
Oh.
Okay. I don't think 2 is the correct answer.
Okay.
Just by looking at your answer, if 2 is the answer, well, if you said y is equal to 2 and you chucked it into there, what would happen? What would happen if you put 4 over 0? It's not going to work. You could try it. You'll be surprised by the answer. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're basically going to get a mathematical error if you put 2 minus 2 on the bottom, and you get 4 divided by 0. You're going to get an error. The way to do it is this way. You'll get 4 over y minus 2. You bring the 4 across first, followed by distributing that denominator across. 4 multiplied by y minus 2. You'll get 4y minus 8, 4. Let me just bring down the screen a bit.
Okay, I'm done. Yeah, I got 3.
Yeah. So just like easy steps, right? Not that bad. How about, oh, this is getting a little bit harder now. We don't have to, we don't-
Redid it. 3.
Yeah, you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes more sense now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about careful expansions? Question D. Question D. 6, big bracket, 2a minus 5, close bracket, minus 2, open bracket, 3 plus a, close bracket, is equivalent to 20. This as itself is not that bad. You could just multiply everything carefully and you could still get it correct. You have to really watch out with the negative here. That's the problem. A lot of students really muck up with the negative. I'll just do this example. 12a minus 30 minus 6 minus 2a is equal to 20. 12a minus 2a gives you 10a. And then negative 30, negative 6 is negative 36, gives you 20. You bring the negative 36 onto the other side, gives you 56, because 20 plus 36 is 56, 10a. And then a is 56 divided by 10. You guys want to have a go at question 21b by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think the way I would like to run this lesson today is that I'll do a question as an example, so you guys can get a glimpse on like what to do roughly, you know, and then I'll give you an example, and then we'll do it. You guys will do it. 4 r plus 2 plus 1 is equivalent to 3 bracket r minus 3. See what you can do with that.
Four.
Okay, guys, I'm ready. If you guys got the answer, you can let me know.
I've got 3.
You got 3.
Is that
Another
right?
interesting answer.
Oh.
I love interesting answers.
I'm almost finished.
Okay.
Getting
I don't
there.
know. You guys could be right. I might have done it wrong as well. You know. No, just joking. I don't know. I got it right here. What is thy answer?
I got minus 18.
Minus what? Minus what? Sorry, can you say that again? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, what was the answer?
I got minus 19.
Minus 18?
18, sorry, not
Yeah,
19.
that's the answer. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you see the mistake where you went with 3? Hello?
What I do.
Pardon?
Yeah, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see your mistake where you went wrong with that value of 3? Like you got an answer of 3. Do you know where you went wrong?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, me.
I got-
No.
Okay, I'll do it and then see if it makes any sense, okay? So you just carefully bring the 4 in, expand it properly. Is equivalent to 3r minus 9. So what I did here is that I want to keep my r positive, so I want to take this 3r and chuck it onto this side. 4r minus 3r gives you just r, so that's already easy. And then negative 9 minus 8 minus 1. That's r is equal to negative 18. That's it. That's all you have to do. Does it make sense now?
Yeah.
Move this to that side, easy stuff. Let's try one more to secure this. Question F. Question F would be, let's just say it's right here. So we got 3 bracket y minus 2 equals 10. Subtract, get rid of this. Subtract 2 bracket 3y minus 1. Same thing, you bring the 3 in. Leave this 10 alone. You bring the negative 2 in. So you get 3y minus 6 is equivalent to 10 minus 6y plus 2. And just be careful with the negative here. This negative interacting with another negative gives off a positive value. Does everyone know that?
Yeah.
Cool.
I got
Again,
2.
sorry, what?
I got 2.
You already solved it faster than me. Well, that's very good. See the 6y here? I want to keep it positive, so I'm going to take this to this side. That's 3y plus 6y. 10 plus 2 plus 6. You get 9y. You get 18, and the answer is 2. Well done. I'm happy with that. Let's try. Is everyone okay if I'm going to rub this off? I want to try solving these fractions questions with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone has got it down already? I'm going to rub them all off.
Yeah.
Or maybe I could do it on this side. I'll just do it over here. Because I want to save the notes actually. Let's do question C, which is y plus 1 all over 4 minus y minus 1 is equal to 2. And then I'll focus over here. Everyone can see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot better. Let's do it this way. Again, feel free to go ahead, but I'm just going to do it at my own pace. This one, yep. Sorry? Yeah, everything's fine. It's just I'm still getting used to the writing system here. Y, 1 minus 4, 3y, negative. Oh, it gives you a nice number. Did everyone get -1?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Does everyone understand what I did here?
Yeah.
With every single step, right? I think this step here, this step particularly, oh sorry, I wanted the entire screen, and I'm doing it again still. Yeah, this particular step right here, I think I could have shortened it because I didn't have to necessarily write 2 plus y minus 1. I could have just brought these two together to write just 1. So it's just wasting time, to be honest. But I just want to show for working out if everyone just disagrees. Let's do one more because what's the next part? Substitution. Move on from substitution. You would get formulas. Changing the subject will be good. Let's do one more fraction question, and then we'll move on. Let's try I. I is 3p minus 2 all over 5 minus 2p plus 1 all over 4 is equivalent to 3. Okay, be careful with this one. This one might take a little while, but go ahead and solve it. Where is my... Okay. Two p minus 5, bring that in. 5, negative 3. Yep. How's everyone going with the questions?
Almost done.
Almost done? Yep.
I got 36.5.
36.5.
Or it's 73 over 2.
Yeah. If you were to take that value of 36.5, oh goodness, 36.5, and you put it to every single value of p, you chucked it into these two values of p, into your calculator, you'll get the value of 3 out, just in case it was an exam style question, okay? That's how you check if you're right or wrong. Okay? I'm happy with that. So looks like you guys are very, very good with negative distributions, common denominators. That's good because that's what's expected in typical HSC questions anyway. So I'm happy with that. It's good. So before I move on, any questions at all? Like with the pacing or everyone's happy with the pace?
Yeah.
Okay. So this topic here, substitution, I don't think we need to go through it because it's literally you just put values into the equation. It's not that bad. Does everyone agree to like just move on?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's substitution. You have an equation. You just put numbers into it and see if it works. It's literally that. It doesn't sound too hard. But if I do find something that looks very, very vigorous, we might do it. Okay, we'll check the last one. Let's just try question 19. Oops. Why is it not allowing me? Okay. So question 19. Where is it? Where resistance is equal to 1 on R1 plus 1 on R2. And it says, what's the value of R1? So it's interesting because you have to find what R1 is. That's the question mark. But we're given that R is equal to 1.15 and R2 is given as 2.30. So if you put in everything into the equation, you get 1.15 plus, oh sorry, not plus, equals 1 on R1 plus 1 on 2.23. 2.30, my apologies. How would you solve that? How would you get this R alone? Any
Move the
con-
1 over 2.3.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Move the 1 over 2.3, so minus it.
Yep, that's good. So we get 1.15 minus 1 on 2.3 is equal to 1 on R1. What do you do from there? Don't try to do this into your head. Punch into the calculator. What does it give you in the calculator value?
0.71. It's a wrong number.
Let's just put it to 3 decimal places. That's pretty good. And you have R over R1, right? What you do afterwards is that when you take this R1, you need to bring it up, and then you need to check this. You need to chuck this number down. Is everyone happy with that sort of idea where you do this swap?
Yeah.
Everyone's familiar because like it's essentially doing two things in one go. You're multiplying up, then you realize that this constant, this coefficient, is multiplying R1. You just need to divide it down. So you eventually get something this up like this afterwards, 1 over 0.715, and then that's your answer. You can leave it like that, or you can actually evaluate it, which gives you 1.40 to the two decimal places, 1.40. So that one's a little bit more harder because I didn't expect it to actually find a value. Rather, you just put values in, so that was unexpected. Let's try question 17. Question 17. Question 17 is P is equal to 3R minus SR squared. P. Oh. It's a 3R. It's a 3R, right? 3R minus SR squared, and then P is equal to 48, R is equal to -2. So P is equal to 48, and R is equal to -2, comma, find S. How would you find S in this case?
Move 3R over.
Yep, so you get, P minus 3R is equal to S, negative S, R squared. What do you do afterwards?
Square root the R.
Oh, we could, but like afterwards, because remember, we just want to get S by itself, right? So the way I like to do it is that you leave S alone, you need to move everything else. So we got this -1 problem here, and we got this R squared problem here. But what is -1 and the R squared doing to the S?
Timesing.
Yeah, what's opposite timesing?
Divide.
So you have S is equal to P minus 3R all over negative R squared. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just essentially took the -1 and the R squared and just chucked it onto the bottom, onto the other side. Okay? Now you just substitute everything. 48 minus 3 bracket -2 all over negative bracket -2 all squared. Be sure to use the brackets and don't write -3 -2. That means something else, okay? What did you get as your calculated value?
Sorry, can you just repeat the text for a second?
The texter. Yeah, by all means.
I got negative 27 over 2, or
That's it.
negative 13.5.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So guys, remember, today's not about like getting the answer correct. I mean, it is, to be honest, but like I'm more concerned about whether you know the techniques for like moving things around and understanding prioritization. Is that okay? Like what we did for this example? Okay. What's this one? Find the height. Oh, that's easy. No, that's not good, that one. Oh goodness, what is this? Find A. Oh, this one's a good one. Let's do question 22. Question 22, where are you? Here. So we have the formula where it's S equals N on 2, big brackets, 2A plus N minus 1 multiplied by D, and we have to find the letter A when you're given S is equal to 112, comma, N equals 8, comma, D equals to 3. See what you can do with that. Has anyone solved it yet?
No.
Okay. If you need help, let me know, because like it might be a little bit difficult to actually see where everyone is at. So if you're really struggling, please let me know.
Does A equal 51?
A equals 51. Does it really? I'll tell you what you can do right now. Let's see if that's true. Put 51 back into A and retype everything. Do you know how to do that?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, just put A as 51 and see if it works. Oh, another interesting value.
No.
It didn't work. What value did you get? Did you get a very large value?
I got 123
Or you're kind of close,
when
but
I plugged it in.
yeah, you're kind of close. But we want 112, not 120 something. It's okay. I'll show you how to do it. Okay. So we're trying to find A. We know value N, so we say 8 over 2, big bracket, 2A plus 8 minus 1 multiplied by 3, close brackets. This front here, 8 over 2 is just nothing but 4, close bracket, open bracket, 2A plus 8 minus 1 is 7, 7 times 3 is 21, close bracket, 112. This 4 is multiplying this expression here. So what we can do, we could divide both sides by 4. So you get 112 divided by 4 on the left-hand side, 2A plus 21. You guys following?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then 112 divided by 4, what is that? It's a 28. 28, 2A plus 21. Lastly, this 21 is adding 2a, so we can bring it across to minus it. So 2a is equal to 28 minus 21, which gives you 7. And then lastly, the 2 is multiplying a, which is need to divide it. And you're done.
3.5.
3.5, yes. It's such a interesting answer for such a hard problem. So do you, with this working out here, do you know where you went wrong?
Yeah.
Where you went wrong?
I didn't actually put the 8/2 there. I wrote it wrong.
Ah, okay. Well,
Yeah.
if you do it steadily, the algebra really reduces quite fairly, and when you really look at it, it's not that bad.
Yeah, because the big brackets, that just kind of put me off. Like the big
Oh,
ones,
okay.
like
The reason why I do different brackets is I don't want to write the same brackets.
No,
if it-
I know why I did it. Just because I hardly see them in questions, but
Ah,
I have to
yes.
kind of to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. It helps me to separate variables and polynomials and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one. This one, I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with question 24. Question 24. Question here. You get letters. Oh, this one's not that bad actually. You just plug it in. Don't worry about question 24 actually. Let's try something where we have to find something. Yes, this one. Question C. 25. 25 is a good one. 25. So t equals square root 2 bracket s minus ut close bracket all over letter A. And then we are tasked to find letter S. Find letter S when given that u equals to 2, comma, a equals to 5, comma, t is equal to 15. So the whole objective is you have to find letter S. That's it.
Mhm.
How do we prioritize what to move first? What is the first prioritization? What do you think? Let's brainstorm a bit here. We need to get this letter S out of everything in here. What is the first thing we should always do from this
Well,
question?
get rid of the square root, would you?
Yeah, that's good. That's a good start. Let's get rid of that. What's opposite of square root?
Square root.
Yep, squared equals 2 bracket S minus ut. Oh my goodness. Where's the t? Yep, all over A. What do we do from here?
Plug everything in.
You could plug everything in, but let's make S by let's make S by itself.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable pulling everything in, that's not that bad too. But I'm gonna make S the subject, then put everything in. It's much more easy that way, for me. You see this letter A here? What's it doing to the entire expression?
Dividing
Yep. What's opposite that?
times.
Yep. So you have A t squared, and what is this 2 doing to the whole expression?
Timesing it as well.
So what's opposite of timesing?
Divide.
So do you see what I just did there? I did this with crisscross. Have you guys seen that before?
Yeah, I think so.
So like whenever you have items at the bottom, you just basically bring them up, and when you have items on the top, you just bring them down. So you just do this with crisscross.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, to get S by itself, you just plus ut on the other side, and you're done. And that's it. And we're ready to plug in everything. But I think at this stage, we could just move on because I know that you just put everything in, you get an answer. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with this. Anything particularly that you want me to repeat? No? Nothing? Everyone's happy?
Yeah.
All right. You want to do question 27? Question 27 right here. We have to find V. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, we have to find V. So find volume, bracket capital V, if radius is equal to the cube root of 3 times volume over 4 pi, where radius is equal to 4 centimeters. How do we find the letter V? Any encouraging answers? Anyone brave enough to do this?
Could you get rid of the cube root first?
Yes, that's the smartest idea. In fact, you always look for the most furthest. It's like layers, right? You have to solve algebra through layers, and the most inner variable, you have to like remove these layers to get to what you want on the inside. I think that's the best way to really look at this. This letter V is trapped inside this massive cube root. So what's opposite of cube root?
Cube.
Exactly. So it'd be r cubed is equal to 3v over 4 pi. Now this looks a lot more simpler. What is 4 pi really? What is 4 pi? That's an entire number. That's nothing but a number, right?
So just
And this
times
3 multiplying the v is nothing but a number as well. So what we can do is we do a switcheroo. We just bring it down and bring that up and you're done.
Oh.
4 pi r cubed over 3. Hey, this looks familiar. This is something you've probably seen in year 10. Maybe. I do hope that's familiar. I do hope that's familiar. Okay. And when you punch it in, you get 4 over 3 pi 4 cubed. And that's your answer. 4 cubed is 64. It's a pretty large number. Everyone happy?
Yep.
Alrighty. Changing the subject of the formula. Yeah, it should be okay. Let's get down to the exercises. Okay. This is just like substitution, but you have to make the letters the subject. You got the equation here. 4m equals 5n plus 2p squared. Make p the subject. 4m equals 5n plus 2p squared. Make p the subject. What is the first thing that you should do?
Minus 5.
Minus the 5, yep. Now what?
Divide by 2.
Yep, divide by 2, that's good. And then lastly?
And then square root.
Yeah, we'll mostly just get rid of that. And then, where'd it go? Yep. Yep, that's it. This one here is not that bad. It's actually relatively easy. This one here, it's not that bad. Make capital C make cosine C the subject. Yes, this one's good. Does everyone remember this formula? Question 18.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that formula used for?
Pythagoras.
Sorry. It's cosine rule, right? Cosine side rule. So this is the equation that you use to calculate sides in a non-right angle triangle. So the objective in this question is to make cosine C the subject. Where to make that the subject? What is the first thing we should do? It's quite a lot of things to worry about. You've got these letters everywhere. What's the first thing you should do?
Not sure.
Okay, that's fair enough. Any other ideas, guys? Anyone want a button? Nothing at all. It's okay. I don't mind a wrong answer as long as I want to hear some contribution. I think it's better to actually move this entire expression that I just boxed here onto this side. And then move this c squared onto this side. So you eventually get 2ab, what am I doing? 2ab cosine c is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared. Is everyone happy with that? Do you know the reason why I want to do that?
No.
No, because you see how cosine c is attached with this 2ab? This 2ab is negative. I want to keep it positive, so that's the reason why I bring it over to the other side. It makes it positive that way.
Okay.
Yep. But if I move to the other side, it's plusing c squared. So I want to also get rid of c squared and bring it to this side and minus it. Okay? Let me just rewrite that part there. What do we have? We have 2ab. Now we want cosine c by itself. What's this 2ab doing to cosine c? Yep, and we just have to divide the entire expression by 2ab. And that's it. That's the answer.
Okay, that makes sense.
Was it okay? Nothing was too hard, I hope, right?
No, it wasn't too hard.
Maybe I've shortcutted a lot of steps here, but essentially you could almost do this in 2 steps. Okay? Let's keep on practicing these equations here. And then we get to BAC. That's the core of today's topic. So we're almost done with these equations. But before we do, let's practice question 20 and 21 to wrap the equations part up. And then we move on, okay? Well, for question 20, we have letter Z, sorry, is square root of r squared plus 2 pi FL all squared. What is going on? And we have to make L the subject. Make L the subject. What would you do first? There's a lot of things to pay attention to, but what was the first thing you should do?
The square root.
Yep, as always, because you know the square root encapsulates the whole expression. So getting rid of it first is a good idea. So you get z squared is equal to r little 2 plus 2 plus FL all squared. Now what?
Move the R2.
Yep, that's correct. Let's get rid of the r squared. Oh, sorry, r2. Sorry.
Oh.
Let's get rid of that. So you have z squared minus r2 is equal to 2 pi FL all squared. Now keep in mind, L is trapped. Well, L and a whole bunch of other variables are trapped inside this squared. What's opposite of squared? Square root. So what we can do is get rid of that 2 by square rooting both sides. So the squared and the square root cancels off, and you'll be left with this expression now. 2 pi FL square root z squared minus r little 2. We're almost done. What is 2 pi f doing to the L? What is this little called? What is this expression doing in front of it?
Timesing out.
Yep, that's it. So what's opposite of timesing?
Divide.
And you're done. Your final expression results in z squared minus r little 2 all over 2 pi f. And you're done. After that. Was that hard? it's a little bit challenging because you have all these powers and letters and stuff, but the idea is the same. You always have to worry about moving contents across the other side. It's like removing layers, one layer at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do question 21, and then once we do question 21, we can move on to BAC. Question 21 is right here. What letter we have to make? Letter A. Okay, so we have the question: R is equal to n square root capital A over P minus 1. Okay, so we have to get letter A. What's the first idea we should do first?
Mm, um, move the 1 maybe.
You're right. You move the 1. It's tempting to move the n root first, but it's actually not the n root. It's actually 1. So you go r plus 1 n square nth root A over P. Okay, so what do you think is opposite of nth root? Might be a bit weird to say, but it's actually called nth power.
Oh.
It's actually nth power, so it'll be r plus 1 power n, a plus p, a over p. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then lastly, to make a the subject, you just move this p up, and you're done. So you have a is equal to p, bracket 1 plus r to power n. This formula is familiar. What's this formula? Does anyone know?
Like I've seen it, but I just can't remember where it's from.
Oh, it's from financial math. It's compound interest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
My
So in
favorite.
fact, this equation is the same thing, right, as r, except that if you want to find r, which is rate, you could use this expression instead. You could use this expression. But look, who's going to remember that? So we forget it. Okay, we're going to move on. Okay, so girls, you said that you are quite familiar with BAC. Somewhat familiar? Blood alcohol content. Everyone's familiar here. BAC. Male. Sorry.
Instead of actually finding BAC and BAC,
Yeah.
find N, H, and N. So we read that.
And yeah, the other variables, yes. So BAC 10N minus 7.5H all over 6.8 capital M, and the other one is BAC female. It's the same idea. You have the same values on top, but the coefficient for the mass is a little bit different. It's 5.5. Are you required to know these? Well, I think they give you a formula sheet anyway, but if you do remember them, it's still good. Oh, sorry. Let me get rid of this. Put a proper 0. Is there anything in this equation that you guys want me to explain?
No.
So everyone's happy that n is equal to number of drinks.
Yeah.
H is equal to hours, and then lastly M is equal to mass.
Yeah.
And then lastly BAC. Well, we already know what BAC is. It's blood alcohol content, but the number we usually look after for is 0.05. That's the threshold. So for exam style questions, they'll be like, well, this person drinks this much in this time and weighs this much. Is that person, he or she, is able to drive afterwards? Those are the typical exam style questions. So we always look at this value. And of course, if your BAC is less than 0.05, you're okay, provided that you are a full licensed person. And if your BAC is greater than 0.05, well, jail time for you. That's the way I like to look at it. Okay, so I presume everyone's happy with that. For BAC, it's easy, but it's only easy if we only find BAC itself. It's only hard when we have to find N, H, and also M. That's when it's a little bit hard.
Yeah.
And that's when the algebra on the previous page, on the previous numerous pages, will help you out, because then that will go into like prioritization, what needs to be studied first, etc. Okay, let's go do an example. Oh, there's another equation. There's this one here. This one, it's not really an equation, but it's kind of like an estimation. Have you guys seen this before? This one
Yeah,
is
I think so.
time is approximately BAC over 0.015. It tells you how long you have to wait until your BAC is your alcohol content is deplenished out of your system, and it's time. So that's how long you have to wait, essentially. These type of questions, okay? I'm not going to get you to do all the questions here, but let's do one male and one female to get an idea on how to use these, okay? So these are the female questions here. These are the male questions here. So let's just do like question D, and let's just say question C. Okay. So does everyone still remember the female BAC formula?
10n
Yep.
minus 7.5h over 5.5m, is it?
Yep, that's correct. That's correct. 5.5 capital M.
Oh.
Okay, let's see. Kayla is 65 kilograms. She has consumed 8 standard drinks in the past 6 hours. It's literally just calculator work. 10 brackets, 8 close bracket minus 7.5 open brackets, 6 close bracket all over 5.5 open brackets, 65. So maybe some of you may not be aware that I like to use brackets a lot, but when it comes to substitution, I like to be clear on what values I'm putting into what letter. So that's why I use brackets. Rather than writing, 10 times 8 minus 7.5 times 6. It's not wrong, but I just prefer brackets. So what does it actually compute to?
I will check.
7.5 times 6 all over 5.5 bracket 65. Uh-oh. It's not good.
She's over.
Anyone else got this value?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is Kayla able to drive?
No.
Game over. She can't drive. So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna add something else to this question. I'm gonna also incorporate the use of this formula here. I'm gonna incorporate the use of this formula. What am I doing? Sorry, my apologies. I'm gonna incorporate this. Let's see how long she has to wait until she's able to drive again. So the value we got for BAC goes into here, and you just put BAC over this value, and it tells you how long you have to wait, or how long she has to wait until she's able to drive again. So the way you do that is time is equal to 0.0979 all over 0.015. What value does it spit out?
6 hours and 31 minutes.
That's correct, yeah. Make sure you press that bubble looking button, the degree button. 6 hours and 31 minutes. Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's do the male version. It's actually, yeah, we'll just do the male version. Thomas is 98 kilograms, has consumed 2 standard drinks in the past 2 hours. Can you guys do that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you some time to do that. It's easy stuff. You just basically put the values in. Did anyone get the BAC value for this person?
Almost.
Almost. Okay.
I got 0.07.
0.007. Oh, 8. Yeah, let's just round it up to the nearest 1 SF, one significant figure. Now, is this person able to drive?
Yeah.
Yes, because this value is less than 0.05, because the 5 would be in this position, 0.05 in this position. But yes, Thomas will be able to drive afterwards. It's fine. Because the blood alcohol content is so low in his system, can you girls calculate how long it will take to eliminate the alcohol from the system? Just essentially use this equation again.
Yeah.
And see how long it will take to have the alcohol completely eliminated out of the system.
It'll take 32 minutes.
Wow, that's actually quite quick. 0.015. Answer. Yeah, 30 minutes. Or 32. Did you not round it? You didn't round it,
No,
right?
No, it's 32 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone happy with that? It's easy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Oh, look, this is perfect. Question 4 is nothing but calculate the time. Calculate the time to wait before driving to the nearest minute. I tell you what, these examples here, they're kind of very simple. They're very, very simple examples. I'll tell you what I'll do is that I'll make them a little bit more situated, more like exam style questions. What I'll do is that let's just take the most extreme value. What's the most extreme BAC you can see here? I believe it's D.
Maybe the last one.
The last, oh yeah, the last one's pretty extreme. Yeah, that's 17% of your blood is alcohol. That's what that value means.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're more of a beer than anything else. Okay, so okay, so typical exam style questions would be like this person stops drinking at let's just say 2:38 a.m. Okay, and that's the time frame that he or she stops drinking. So what an exam style question would ask you to do is like to find the time of when the alcohol is depleted out of the system such that this person can drive again. So what you do is that you take this number, you go 0.172 divided by 0.015.
I got 11 hours and 28 minutes.
Oh my goodness, really, holy moly. 0.015. Yeah, that's a lot. You get 11 hours and
then
28
you just
minutes.
add that on to the...
Yep, that's correct. Yep, you add this time onto that, and then that's when the person will be able to drive again.
Yeah.
So you could do that on the calculator by doing answer plus 2 arrow.
Is it
I got
218? No. 206.
2:06, yes. So it'll be 2 p.m. 6 minutes. Or 6 minutes past 2. Yeah. He or she has to wait almost half a day until the blood alcohol content is eliminated from the system. So that's what they could typically ask in an exam style question, to add time onto it when they could stop. Okay. Everyone happy with that? We're gonna move on. What is all this? The table below shows that BAC after 1 hour of range of drinks in the body weighs. Calculate the time to wait before driving. So Joshua is 85 kilograms, consumes 5 drinks in 1 hour. So it's basically a array table. So an array table has like data on this side and data on this side. You basically what you do is you align the weight of the person to the number of drinks that he or she has. So let's just take the very first example, Joshua. Joshua weighs 85 kilograms, right? So you go to the column where it says 85, which is here. And then he consumes 5 drinks. So you also look here as well. So what BSE is that?
Yeah.
It's a 0.074. And the question says calculate the time to wait. So it's essentially the same thing what we've been doing in the past example. We get the BAC, which is 0.074, divided by 0.015, and then you get the time. So I'll do it quickly for you.
4 hours and 56.
That's correct, yeah, 56 minutes. So it's easy stuff.
Yeah.
How about everyone can do one for themselves? Let's just say question E or something, Zachary. Yeah, let's do a question on Zachary. So Zachary weighs 95 kilograms and consumes 4 drinks in 1 hour. See how long he has to wait until he's able to drive.
Okay. I got 3 hours and 20 minutes.
So Zachary's BAC is 95 to 4 drinks. So he's got 0.05.
Yeah.
And when you put into calculator, you got 3 hours and, what was it, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, well done. Oh, which is interesting. Have you guys noticed that this value 0.05 is actually on the threshold as well? This 0.05 value is actually on the threshold for blood alcohol content. So this person has to wait exactly 3 hours until the BAC is completely eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a very coincidental value for this one as well. Interesting. But like then again, this formula is an estimation. It's not all the same because everyone's bodies is different, in terms of metabolism. But it's just a little bit. It's an estimation range. It's not exact. It may take a little longer, may take a little shorter, but it's a range. Oh, this is interesting as well. We need to calculate standard drinks. So, as you may know, alcohol comes in a variety of like volume and potency. This formula here tells you how to calculate the standard drink, like in terms of proportion of one typical standard drink. So in this formula, S is equal to V multiplied by A multiplied by 0.789 is an equation that everyone has to know for standard drink. I don't think they put this into the formula sheet. This is something you actually have to know.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, neither have I. I don't think I've seen this in the actual formula sheet. You actually have to know this. I mean, the formula doesn't look that bad. It's volume times alcohol times 789. Literally 0.789. Let's just do one example. So the question says, how many standard drinks are in each of the following drinks? Enter to one decimal place. Let's do the very first one for an example reference, right? So we've got 7A is equal to 345 mils of full strength beer at 5.2%. Oh, 5.2%. Okay, how would you do it? So the standard drink would be, would you calculate this in liters? So the V part of this has to be in liters, by the way. So you would have to convert mils to liters. The A part is the percentage of alcohol. So you could convert that to a decimal if you want. But if everyone's familiar with the percentage button on the calculator, that's okay too. So to calculate S, where's my mouse? Yep. It would be 0.345 multiplied by 0.0552 multiplied by 0.789. What is that?
I will put it in 0.345 times 8.2 times. Oh no.
0.1415.
Yeah.
0.01.
Yeah, essentially it's 0.01, which is interesting on how it actually turns out. How many sand drinks are there in each of the following? To one decimal place. Yeah, it is what it is. We got it. Is that confusing?
Not really, no.
No, it is easy, right? So, but like, I highly recommend that everyone here should memorize this formula. S is equal to volume multiplied by A multiplied by 0.789.
I don't think I've been taught that. Like even in class, I don't think we ever did it.
This question here, I'll tell you how this question will link to BAC, because in BAC, the N here. Oh, sorry. In BAC, the N here tells you standard drinks. But standard drinks is assumed that every drink is the same, right? That's we're going on the assumption that if you go to a party, everyone will have the same drink. Well, yeah, you can have that, but every drink will be different in terms of potency, in terms of volume. So that's when this part comes in. S equals V times A times 0.789. In a typical exam question, they'll be like, oh, this guy drank vodka at 40%. What's the standard drink version from that? You calculate the standard drink from that, and you put it into the N. And that's essentially how you do it. Let me just do an example. Let's just say the alcohol percentage is like 40%. That's like typically what whiskey is, right? And he had maybe quite a lot, 0.1 times 0.789. Okay. I'll check this up later with Sam. See if this works. Okay. What I'm going to do. I'm just going to move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Has anyone here worked backwards from BAC before?
I think so.
Okay. So we're going to do one example for presumably males and one example from females. Okay. To get the feel of like how to do these type of questions, it should be okay. Okay. Question 9A. We have to find H. And what's H again, everyone?
Hours.
Yeah. So we have to find how many hours does this hypothetical situation occur. So let's write everything again. This is BAC male, so it'll be 6.8 capital M. Okay. So is BAC given to us? Yes. We just write 0.066 is equivalent to 10. How many drinks does this person have? 5 minus 7.5 capital H all over 6.8 bracket M. What's M? 60 kilograms. Okay. And you basically make H the subject here. This part here and this part here are entirely numerical values, so they're not algebra. This part here.
Well, can we just figure out those parts?
Yeah, you can, absolutely. You don't have to move them around. You could actually solve them right now. You don't have to move them around. So 10 times 5 is 50.
Yeah.
Minus 7.5 H. And what's 6.8 times 60?
408.
Exactly. So let's just move all those numbers across. So 408 will multiply up, but leave this expression alone, because the reason why we can't do that swap rule like last time is that 50 is not multiplying 7.5, it's minusing 7.5. We can't do it like that. 50 minus 7.5 H. What's 408 times that? 0.066, which is 26.928. And then at this stage, I think the algebra is fairly simple. You move the 50 across, and then you divide by negative 7.5.
Yeah.
I'll show you full working out. And to know if you've done it correctly, there's no such thing as negative time. So that's how you know if you've done it correctly or not.
Yeah.
So we got 26.928 subtract 50 all over negative 7.
3 hours, 4 minutes.
Yep, that's it. 3 hours, 4 minutes. And we want it to the nearest minute. Do you see 34 seconds?
Yeah, round it up. Yeah. Okay.
And 5 min. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Can you girls take the opportunity to do question 10b? It's the same idea, except it's a female formula, okay? So I'll tell you what, I'll make some, do you want me to enlarge the question? Can everyone see it?
Yeah, just a little bit because it's still on my phone. If it's okay, thank you.
Okay. I'll give you like a minute or two to solve it. Then I'll also write the equations out. I'll write the solutions out as well.
Oh, so now we're finding.
Oh, n. You have to find n this time. My apologies. I thought it was
finding n.
Finding n. Whoops.
Do this. Okay, I've got it down. 7. Okay, so here we are. So I got 5.6262. So that means she had like 7 drinks.
Okay, I think I went overkill with the expression, but let me just let me just see if this works. 5.5. What was it? What was the answer again?
I got 5.6262.
Okay. I'm gonna check that up right now. Okay, and that is not good. Okay, I think I know where I went wrong. I should not have done that. My apologies.
No.
I'm gonna entrust that your answer is correct.
I'll just double check it in the calculator. And
Yeah, check it up. And if the BAC spits out 0.120, then you've done it right.
Yeah.
That's how you check it in the exam. Easy stuff. What I meant to do, you meant to multiply this. My goodness.
Right answer.
Now that's got to work. Bracket 0.12 times 5.5 bracket 57 close bracket plus 7.5 bracket 4 close bracket all over 10. Did you get 6.7? 6.2?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah. Well done. That's good. That's correct.
I did not get it right.
Oh my goodness. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe I'm gonna get rid of this working out. Sorry if this looks confusing. I just did all the steps in one go. That's what it looks like.
Oh,
That's pretty bad. Okay, I'll go through it again. Okay, so we're finding n. So I'll do the new working out in red. Okay. Let's start with this. 0.120 is equal to 10n minus 7.5 bracket. How many hours? It has 4 hours, right? All over 5.5 times 57. This number here and this number here can be totally evaluated. So what does that boil off to? What's 7.5 times 4?
30.
Yeah, so that will be 30 on the top. And what is 5.5 times 57?
313.5.
Yep,
Yeah.
315.5, 0.120. Get that number, multiply it up, get this number out of the cross. Actually, I'll probably do one step at a time, otherwise I'm going to confuse you again. Sorry. So,
No, I know where I stopped off.
okay,
I
okay, okay.
found it.
Okay. Was it a big mistake or was it a little mistake?
Just a little one.
Okay. Times 313.5, we get 37. So right here we get 37 here, 0.62, and then you add the 30 across and you're done. Well, after you divide by 10 in as well.
Yeah.
Answer divided by 10. I can't bother writing the answer, and you get this number. Okay? So in algebra, if we're given an equation, you must know how to work forwards, and as well as you must know how to work backwards as well, okay? That's just the foundation of algebra, to be honest. It looks like we've got a skill-based question here. The graph shows the related lifetime risk of death to the number of standard drinks consumed per day. You got men and you got women, yeah? And Australian standard drinks per day. What is the lifetime risk for female and male who consume 7 drinks per day? So 7 drinks per day would be this column graph here. Oh, goodness. What the? This column graph here. And the blue looks like it's for men and the red looks like it's for females. What is the lifetime risk for female and male who consume 7 drinks per day? Well, if you look across using skills, you know, it's just graph interpretation. Actually, that's very, very bad. It's like 4 point something for men, and it's 7 point something for females. But I don't know if this type of question is going to be asked in terms of like,
I
you know.
haven't seen this before.
Yeah, no, but this is just like skills, you know, like you just interpret a graph and you just like you just write what's going on. That's it. So I think it's okay to move on. But unless unless you guys got questions, I'll be happy to explain the graph again. I already know what's going to happen. But do you guys feel like you want to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, medication. Oh, lovely. Have you guys covered the medication?
Mhm.
Okay, so everyone's familiar with Freud's rule, Young's rule, and Clark's rule.
Yeah.
Okay, so your months, years, kilograms, so that's pretty good. Again, so I just want to see where you guys are at. So we'll just do like a random example from each formula and see how we can go. Oh, perfect. We got question 4 to question 6, but we won't do every single question because, you know, no one's got time for that. We just do question B, we just do question D, and we just do question A. Okay, we got Freud's formula. Does everyone know Freud's formula? I think this is given to you in your formula sheet, but you remember what it looks like?
It's dosage equals age in months times the adult dosage over 150.
Yeah. So it's child in months multiplied by the adult dosage, and it's divisible by 150. So it's easy stuff. What's a child in months? It's 12. So you just literally just put 12 times adult dosage, which is 10, divided by 150. What is that? It looks like it's 8 mils or something. It's not 8 mils. What is it?
0.8.
Yeah, 0.8. That's it. 0.8 mils. That's the child's dosage for Freud's formula. Let's look at Young's formula. So Young's formula is child in years multiplied by adult dosage, all over the child years again, plus 12. That's the formula. So child years is 72 months. What? Okay, so it's just tricks what the question's asking, okay? So 72 divided by 12 gives you the years. Gives you 6 times adult dosage, which is 30, all over 6 years again, plus 12, and you're done. 6 times 30 over 18 gives you 10 mils for the child's dosage. Okay, and let's do the last one. We've got Clark's formula. Clark's formula is for the weight. Which is the kilogram multiplied by adult all over 70. Can someone else verify if that's correct? Kilogram adult over 70?
Yeah.
Yeah, kilogram adult over 70. That's yeah. Okay. Again, if you're expected to remember this formula, I don't know if it's expected, but I'm pretty sure they give you this in the formula sheet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna remember this one.
Okay. So kilograms. What's the weight? It's 40 kilograms. Multiplied by the adult dosage, which is 20 mils. All over 70. And that's it. 40 times 20 by 70. Not a nice number, but it's still a valid answer. 11.43 mils, 2 dp. Easy stuff. So similar to BAC, you're kind of expected to know how to work backwards in these type of questions as well. Like, how to find adult dosage from Fried's formula if the child gets, 2 mils or something. You wanna do a practice run on all of them? See how the output is like? Yeah, why not? So I'll change the color to let's say blue because we're working backwards. Is that visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's practice with Fried's formula first, and let's make it hypothetical. Let's say because we can't get a decimal for a child's month, otherwise they'll be weird. So let's not do that. Let's do adult dosage. Let's just say the child's dosage is 15 mils for child, and the child's age is 9 months. Find adult. So using Fried's formula, where's F? The formula is Fried's formula. Oops. We get child in months multiplied by adult all over 150. But because of Fried's formula, the value for the child's dosage is already here, 15. We just put 15 here. It's equal to child in months. How old is the child? 9. Multiplied by A. Let's just say A for adult over 150. How would you get A? Well, you make A the subject by multiplying that up and divide down. Where have we seen this before? We've seen this before in the previous examples, right?
Yeah.
We divide down, multiply up. But that only occurs when everything's multiplying each other, not adding and subtracting, okay? Keep that in mind. So you get 15 times 150 divided by 9. What is that? Holy moly, that's a lot. I don't know what type of medicine this is, but the adult gets 250 mils of it. It's like a cup of milk sort of size. Can you believe that? That's crazy. How much medicine this adult has to take?
They're very sick.
Yeah, it's very. It's either the medicine's very, very diluted as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so if everyone's happy with that, let's move on to working backwards with Young's formula. Let's do Young's formula down here. Where's my thing? Okay, Young's formula. Let's just say this is child. So the child is 7 years old. 7 years old, and he requires or she requires, let's just say 15 mils of the medicine. Find adult. Find adults. Well, how would you do the algebra? Well, it will be 15 is equal to 7 times A all over 7 plus 12. Well, what's 7 plus 12?
20. No,
19, okay?
19.
Yeah. And then look at this. This is a swap-aroo thing again. You multiply up and divide down. This is absolute same thing. 15 times 9 all over 7. What does that equal to? Not as much as Fry's formula, but still considerable amount. 40.71 mils per 2dp. Everyone okay with that? Let's do one more on Clark's formula, but except this time, instead of finding mils, let's find the weight of the child. I think that's a little bit more interesting. Okay, let's just say the child's dosage is 20 mils, and the adult dosage is 135 mils. How would you do that?
I'm not sure.
Oh, the formula's here. Can everyone see that? Child is equal to kg times A over 70. And what are we trying to find? What letter are we trying to find? We're trying to find the weight.
20 equals W times 135 over 70.
Yeah, so basically the child's dosage will be 20. It's equivalent to some kilogram times the adult dosage is 135 all over 20, over 70, my apologies. So now you have to make kg the subject. So you do the whole swap thing again. 70 goes up, 135 goes down. Kg is 20 times 70 all over 135. What is that? What is that? Wow, interesting. How heavy is the child?
10 points. He is 10 kilos and 37. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, 37 grams.
Yeah. So now everyone knows how to work forwards and work backwards with the equation. Let's see. Is everyone okay with unit conversion? That's a huge thing in medicine topics. Like typical question would be like, oh, Leo receives 1.5 liters of fluid over 8 hours. What is the drip rate? Milliliter for liters. That's not that bad. That's actually pretty easy. But is everyone comfortable with unit conversions?
Yeah.
Yeah? Let's just do one anyways. See how it goes. So Leo gets 1.5 liters of medical fluid for 8 hours. That's a lot. Over 8 hours. And the question wants it in mils over hours. Well, that's not that bad because it's already in hours. The only thing we have to convert is the liters part. So to do this is 1,500 over 8 and you're done.
Yeah.
That's easy stuff. It's not that hard. We use this formula. Following questions. Volume is strength required, stock strength. Okay. Well, I mean, we only got like 10 minutes left of the lesson. Is there any questions regarding school or the lesson that you want to ask? Because I want to answer some of your questions now, if you have any. Because like I know you, the majority of you said that your exams are postponed because of the whole issues regarding.
Yeah, I think
You never know with ours. They haven't said anything.
Sorry.
Yeah, my school hasn't emailed us either.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, our school doesn't know like what they're doing yet.
I understand. Yeah, it's a lot of
They're
disorientation.
telling my principal told us to stay home
I think it's
unless you
postponed.
really have to.
Moved online.
I got my next
I
booklet
don't know. I don't know
for
how online
maths.
exam will go. To be honest.
Yeah, the only issue
my
is they told us to stay home, but they were supposed to give us the final booklet we need before the exam, and then they didn't give it to us because we didn't have enough.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know how it really goes down. To be honest.
My next
So, like, and our exams are 2 weeks.
Mm.
But we're not supposed to come to school, so
Yeah.
My next booklet is called
Yeah.
Units of Energy and Mass.
I'm just going to go down to the exam style questions and see how everyone's at.
Just do a 3-mark equation question.
Should I do one from the book, Sam, or should I just do one?
I'll look on one. Do last year's HC paper as well.
It's okay.
Well, yes. We'll just do a trial. So next week, I'll probably either split the class, or I'll just have my students and we can go back to it. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Where are we? Term 20.
So my next topic is basically just conversions and stuff.
Yeah. So like.
So like
that's
grams to
pretty much ideal.
kilograms to tons. And then calorie and then kilo, calorie, joules and kilojoules.
Kilocalories to kilojoules. Yeah, I hate that.
Energy.
Energy. Yeah.
That's literally all we're going to do anyway, all the measurement and energy.
Yeah.
And then watts to kilowatts, megawatts and gigawatts.
Yeah. That's all. Yeah. Power.
And then that's it. It's pretty short.
Kilowatts
It's only
per hour
18 pages.
as well. All that stuff. Kilowatts per hour with the fridge and stuff.
Yeah, it's a really short booklet.
You guys set up your class.
Should I just stop now?
Yeah.
Okay. So guys, I'm gonna go. I hope today was informative regarding BAC, medicine dosages and stuff.
I'll do an exam question.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
All right. Let's have a look at this. Let's look at exam questions. See if we can get one out. Yeah. Done. Thank you, Dan. All good. Okay, so you can see I've got a trial paper here, and we're just going to answer some of these questions that are relevant to what you were just doing. This one looks pretty easy, doesn't it? 7 take away 3 times 5x plus 2.
Yeah.
We all there?
Yeah. All right. Let me do that real quick.
Corinne looks like. Corinne, are you on mute?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah. All right, all good. Yeah, that's an easy question. 7 take away 15x, take away 6. 7 take away 6 is 1 minus 15x. You can see how easy of a question that is to start with. We'll go down to maybe an equation question that you were just doing. Oh, there you go, there's one. It says the force, blah, 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 blah. You completely ignore all of that. All you need is this equation. F equals 3v squared on 4. Simple.
which of the following could be the value of v if f equals 12? That's the reverse of the questions you were just doing. So that's going to be 12 equals 3v squared on 4 multiplied by 4,
Yeah.
48,
48.
and then divide by 3, 16. And how do we get rid of the square term?
Square root of 4.
So
Yeah.
equals to 4. Easy. Let's do one more and then I think we'll wrap it up. Okay, that's a good question.
Sam, you know about
Yeah.
is that the multiply?
Garage. Sorry. We've got to make A the subject. So we've got y equals bx plus 2ax. We've got to make A the subject. I'm just going to make this larger. There we go. To make A the subject, we'll leave everything that's attached to it to the very end. So what are we going to do with this bx?
So is it y minus bx?
Y minus bx equals 2ax. Now I need to get rid of the 2, and I need to get rid of the x.
Divide.
So do we divide it by 2x?
No, yeah, sorry. Divide by 2x. And you're left with A equals y minus bx on 2x. See how good it is doing exam questions? It also gives you a little bit more confidence knowing that, hey, if I can answer these exam questions, actual full Year 12 trial HSC papers, you should be really fine with your Year 11 exams.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I'll do, we've recorded this whole lesson. I'll stop it now.